Hello everyone, I'm Kenneth Budisageng and welcome to Difficulties Will Cease. Guys, today I want us to talk about, you know, something else that has just, you know, came to my mind and I just want to share it with you a little bit. Okay, guys, I think that here in South Africa, we don't really need more job creation plans from the government. We don't need more job creation plans from the government. What we need is buying power. We need buying power for local businesses. Yes, that's what we need, buying power for local businesses. We need that. Not more job creation plans from the government. Hey, the government must create jobs. No, no, just chill guys, chill. What we need, buying power all the way. If we can get that right, if we can get that right, then jobs will automatically follow. We absolutely. I promise you. I promise you that. Um, so when businesses fail, who do we blame? Do we blame the government? Do we blame us? Do we blame them? You know, do we blame us for not buying? Who do we blame when businesses fail in our country? Please make time to answer that question. Make time to answer that question because clearly um, one would say that okay, fine. If businesses fail, maybe we've got ourselves to blame. To be honestly, you know, absolutely, absolutely. I don't know. Maybe what's your take on that? So yeah, we don't need more uh, job creation plans. We just need more buying power. So as difficulties will cease, we are going to um, we're gonna be going to schools. As soon as schools reopen in July, we wanna be able to do support local businesses inductions. We're gonna be able to do inductions at schools. So yeah, just be able to teach as many children as we can about or just bringing the light, really. Just putting them on a light, just enlightenment, about the power of their buying power. So yeah, I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. So yes, we will definitely be going to schools and teaching, about the power of uh, buying power. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So tell me, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think this is good? Do we really need buying power activated in our communities, or do you think people should be praying for jobs? As how I'm seeing it now, it's not really necessary for y'all to be out here praying for jobs. We need buying powers to be activated, guys. We need buying power to be activated. That's all we need. Our country will flourish. Our country will, the economic stimulation will, yeah, will something that will happen. Um, yeah, we just need focus. Um, if we can have our people to focus and we come together and have this drive, this mission, this national, I don't know, uh, driving force, something that will lead us somewhere. you know it will definitely happen. It will definitely happen where our country will be able to flourish more than it already is. Yeah. um there will definitely be changes, because as difficulties will cease, guys, we are fighting for growth. We are fighting for growth. We need to see changes. We need to, every chance we get, we preach support local, support local. Every chance we get, we'll definitely be preaching support local, and we need you to hear us when we ask you that. When we ask you guys to be able to support local, please do so. please do so, and don't hesitate. Don't drag your feet, when it comes to supporting local, because this is a crisis that we should all make sure that it comes to an end. The lack of support on local businesses is not a joke. It's something that is happening. Many of us, ask any business people around you. There are so many businesses that are not doing well in our communities. There are so many businesses of which people who've tried to be in business, but the businesses have failed. Who do we have to blame, guys? Who do we have to blame? Huh? Where do we point the finger? Now I think it should start with us before we can blame the government. Before we can paint, blame, uh, the government, for lack of job creation or for failing to create jobs. I think we need to look at how we spend, because jobs comes from customers. You didn't know that, right? Jobs come from customers. Every time we spend, we choose who is going to hire. We choose who is hiring each and every time we spend. Huh? Think about that. When you take your 50 rand and you go and buy somewhere, but you're not buying from a local business, you choose who should be creating jobs. In that sense, I hope I'm making sense. Ne? I hope I'm making sense. So please make sure that yes, you do support local, so that we can be able to fix this buying power issue. There's a buying power issue that is going on in our communities. People just tend to turn a blind eye when it comes to supporting local, but they are out here screaming jobs, wanting jobs, but they don't support local businesses. Where and how will jobs be created if there's no money for the government to create jobs? You see, so we need to come together on a serious note. We need to come together on a serious note and truly stand there for our country. We mustn't claim that we want this country to prosper, but we're not doing the right thing. We claim, hey, the government is not creating jobs. Hey, this and that, guys. It's not gonna take us anywhere, really. It's not gonna take us anywhere, because the buying power is here on this girl. The buying power is on this girl. So we need to make sure that when I take out the 50 rand out of this wallet, where am I taking it to? Who is it going to benefit? Because when I take 50 rand out of this wallet of mine, I'm saying, when I support local, I'm saying that that entrepreneurial child must go to school. There must be food on the table. There must be clothes behind their back. Like a whole lot of things. They must live in safe communities. It's like the money that I'm buying with at a local tuck shop or a local business owner, it's like a vote. I'm voting, basically. I'm voting with that 50 rand of mine, the 50 rand note of mine. I'm voting to say, okay, let's do the right thing. I'm changing. I'm making a difference in someone's life. When I support local. So that's what it is. We need to be there for our people. We need to be there for our people, guys. This is not a manga business. This is a real story. Businesses are struggling, and we need you behind our people's businesses. We need you behind the businesses that are in our communities. We need you, guys. I hope I'm not yapping. I hope there's someone who's listening out there who will take action and say, I'm going to to be able to support my neighbor. I'm going to be able to support my community member down the road. I'm going to support you know a local business somewhere. It's really those little changes that we can make. Even just watching this video, guys. Hey, one thing I forgot to tell you, just watching this video, just following, by simply following, me, content creation for me is business. It's business. So when you like, when you share, when you comment and send us stars, here on Facebook, it is the right thing to do. When you subscribe to my page, you are really helping us to spread the word, to change, to make changes, to teach. You are helping us to grow, so that we can be able to to get the message across, because that's what we need. The message of buying power, the message of, sorry about that, when you have to teach the children where to use their buying power, it has to get across and it has to go to the right people. So please, 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 yo guys, dry throat, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, and I don't even have flu. Can you believe it? So we need to teach our children, the future generation of this country, where to use their buying power. So please do subscribe. Please do follow us. For and yeah, and share this message with people who are always pointing fingers at the government. Because of, like, guys, now on a serious note, we don't need job creation plans. We don't need job creation plans. All we need is buying power. Buying power is what will create jobs. Jobs comes from customers. When you buy somewhere, guys, when you buy somewhere, choose choose where you are buying, so that tomorrow's future can be secured. you know Absolutely, tomorrow's future can be secured. We need a good future. We need a promising future. We need a future where the future generations of this country can be able to rejoice in. Okay. I'm not even a parent myself, but I'm speaking on behalf of your children's futures. The future generations of this country. They have to take the lead when it comes to their buying power. They have to make us proud. Tomorrow. Yes, 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 yes. I pray that the work of difficulties will cease, can touch people's lives, can be able to make a difference. And I cannot do that by myself. I'm going to need your help. Please do like, subscribe, and follow. And yeah, let's just talk about it in the comments. Do you find this to be a good thing? Buying power versus praying for jobs. Buying power versus praying for jobs. Which one do you go with? Do you rather pray for jobs, or would you rather use your buying power to get the country going forward? Let me know in the comments section. I'm Kenneth Mudisake from Difficulties Will Cease, and I love you all. And please don't be shy. Don't shy away from communicating with us. Okay, anytime. Thank you.